Hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Story Chronicles. In today's video we will explore CHMOD command, man chmod, change file bits mod. In Linux, permissions are structured into three distinct classes, each applying to different type of user. This layered permission model is fundamental in Linux security, providing precise control over who can access or modify files in directories. The three permission classes are user, the file, or the directory owner. By default, this is the creator, although ownership can be changed later using administrative commands. Next, groups. G. A defined set of users who share the same access right to a file or directory. Groups are simplified permission management when multiple users require identical access levels. And the last type, O, others. All remaining users on the system who are neither the owner nor members of the associated groups. For each of these categories, Linux defines three primary permission types. First, read grants the ability to view file contents or list the content of a directory. Next, write grants permission to modify a file or to create and delete files within directory. And execute. So this is R, this is write, W, and this is X, execute. Execute allows a file to be run as a program or permits entry into and traversal of a directory. So when you run ls -l, Linux display permission in 10-character symbolic format. For example, here or here. Read, write, execute for users. This is for users. Read, write, execute for group, and read, execute for others without writing. So let's explore more. First character defines the file type. This is regular file type. This is directory. If you see L, that means it's symbolic link. And the other letters for special file types. The remaining 9 characters, these characters, are split into 3 different sets. These represent permission for, as I mentioned, user, group, and others. User, group, and others. Within each set of 3 characters, the symbol means read, write, W, X, execute, and minus, permission not granted. In addition to symbolic notation, Linux permission can be expressed using octal numeric values. This method offers a compact and efficient way to define permission for user, group, and others in a single 3-digit. Each basic permission has value 4 mean read, 2 mean write, and X execute by 1. Permissions are calculated by adding these values together. For example, 7 is equal 4 plus 2 plus 1. This means the permission should be read, write, and execute. Other example, 5 is equal 4 plus 1. So from here, 4 means read. We should omit write and execute. 1. Execute. Read and execute without writing. For example, ls-l, you can change permission for this file. For example, change modification. 7, read write x for user. Read execute without writing for group. And for others, 5. Read and execute without writing. File txt. Let's check -l file.txt, and we see read, write, execute 7, read and x without writing 5, and read and execute without writing 5. So the first digit applies on owner, the second digit applies on group, and the third digit applies to others. The numeric approach simplifies permission management, especially in scripting and automation scenarios, where precise control over must be defined quickly and consistently. Let's clear the screen. So, how to check file and directory permission in Linux? I already executed that command, ls-l. But Linux provides multiple commands to inspect permission and metadata associated with files and directories. So one of these commands, ls-l, and other stat. Using ls-l, the option display file information. The output includes file type, as I mentioned previously, and permission string. Also, it includes the file owner, the file group, the file size, last modification time, file or directory. This is directory, this is file, this is file, this is file, directory. So the first column indicates file types and permission. You can also use stat command, stat, for more granular and technical details. So stat file.txt. This command provides file type here, numeric and symbolic permission. This is numeric, this is symbolic, owner and group ID, owner, group ID, access, modify, and change timestamp. Also provide inode number, provide block size, and other info. So when to use ls-l for quick permission checks, use stat when you need deeper file system level details, especially for troubleshooting or auditing scenarios. Both commands are essential tools for verifying access control and understanding file security context in Linux. So now we reach for CHMOD command, symbolic and numeric mods. CHMOD, change modification bits command, is used to modify files and directory permission in Linux. It supports two methods for defining permission: numeric, octal, and symbolic mode. First, numeric mode uses 3 digits to define permission. First, as I mentioned previously, owner, group, and others. So this is read, this one write to, and one execute. Let's bring example. chmod 777 for file.txt. So read, write, execute for owner, read, write, execute for group, read, write, execute for file. ls-l file.txt. Read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read, write, execute. chmod 4 for file.txt. Let's check. Read permission without writing and executing, read permission for group without writing and executing, and read permission for others without writing and executing. Numeric mode is especially efficient for scripting and automation because it allows precise control with single value. Let's explore symbolic mode, clear.x. Symbolic mode modifies permission using letters and operators. For categories, U, users, G, group, and O, others, and A, for all. Operators should be plus add permission, minus remove permission, and equal set permission. So let's bring example. chmod for users, you add permission, execute, and file name file.txt. ls-l file.txt, and we see execute permission added for users. How we can add execute permission for group? chmod for group add execute permission file.txt ls-l for group we added execute permission. Compare from here. How to remove permission? chmod for groups minus read permission file.txt ls-l, and we removed read permission. chmod how to set permission for others, set permission only, you can hear it's others have only read permission. Let's set it execute file.txt. Let's check, and we see only execute. Let's add here read like this. Let's check. Yes, read and execute. We set read and execute. Symbolic mode is ideal when you want to adjust specific permission without affecting the rest. Let's create one directory, mkdir test, ls-l test, ls. So we see here test, ls-la test, minus d. Yes, we see permissions for directory. How we can specify permission for directory? chmod users for let's add for others plus write permission. So unspecified path test. Let's check. We see write permission added for test folder. If you have some script, for example, we have exit sh script, how to make script executable or any file, you can write chmod plus execute to, for example, file ls-l file. And we see execute permission added for users, owners, and others. Users, groups, and others. ch command is one of the most essential tools for enforcing access control and maintaining security in Linux environment. So that's all for this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit notification bell. Thank you.